Okay, good morning, everybody. Hey, it's Thursday morning here, the 31st of May. Hey, I want to do a video for you on this financial matrix. The reason, or reasons, we're going to do this particular part of your assignments is because it's important that you have some kind of logic model as to how you got where you are. Some type of rationale or reason for your decisions. That's one, okay? The other reason is I want everybody to participate in your team. So I want to make this perfectly clear. If such a situation occurs where the team is being totally controlled by one person and one person is making the decisions, that's going to result in failure. Okay? I want to make real clear here. I want everybody to participate. You've got a variety of different quadrants that you can pick up and take advantage of and pick options for, and I want your input, and you're going to sign your name to what section you're going to work on, whether it's cash flows, sales, income statement, financials, whatever. That is going to be your, we'll call it deliverable, okay? I want everybody weighing in. You're going to have to figure out the times and how you organize yourselves to get that accomplished, but you're going to work together as a team to set the decisions up based on the input from your team, okay? So just because you may be the person that's putting in the numbers and then saving doesn't mean that those numbers are all going to come from you. You're going to use your team's input too. And if that's not happening, I need to hear from people, okay? Part of what's happening right now in industry, unfortunately, is we're getting a lot of folks in that struggle at working together, struggle at making a path to go forward when they disagree, struggle at trying to figure out a way to make options out of what seems to be very little. And if you want your linearity in industry, in business, to be steep, that gives you growth and opportunity and money, you have got to learn to work through these things. So that's the other part of this class, okay? All right, so that being said, I want you to take a look at this particular sheet here. Now I've changed it just a hair just to box it in a little bit. But as you can see, the number one quadrant here on the upper left-hand side, it talks a little bit about an income statement here. It takes a look at what sales were, what sales could be, potential sales sold. So you can turn this in prior to your decision and tell me what you thought numbers were supposed to be, okay? And that's really what I want you to do, because this is really where you should be. You should be doing this prior to your decision, all right? So here's the financials, and you'll see I put some names up here. These are just obviously example names, Joe Jetsky. We're looking at the financial portion over here. Gives you an idea of what your company's standing is. Now, I know there's a lot of teams out there with 2 and 3 members. So obviously, some member is going to take 2 of these quadrants, if not on every sheet. If you have 2 of them, you're going to be doing 2, all right? All right, so this is one example here of the financials. Over here, I have another one. Okay, this is showing you again some of the cash flows. And I want somebody looking at these, filling these in so you guys understand what they're supposed to be. Okay, and up here in this upper right hand corner, apologize. Okay, gives you another cash flow statement here. All right, so what I'm hoping you guys can get out of this is where you want to be prior to your decision. This is basically, you know, a financial analysis, okay? And if you go through all of this, especially this upper left hand, the income statement, if you go through this entire workbook here, you're going to have a really good picture of where you should be or where you want to be or where you're projected to be at. And then I need you to basically save this into a PDF file and turn it in for your 20 points, okay? If you don't know how to save this into a PDF file, call me and I'll tell you how to do that, all right? But that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to have each member turns it in so they get their own 20 points. Just like what we were supposed to be doing on Dig Deep, there's still people out there that have not gotten their points because I haven't gotten their Dig Deep in yet. Turn these in individually so you get your points, okay? Weigh in collectively on your decision making, okay? So I want everybody to have some input here on what they feel the numbers should be. And if that's not happening, you need to let me know. If you're disagreeing about something, a direction, and you can't get forward with it, let me know. I'll help you guys. Okay, so in other words, if the strategy is to be a 6, but somebody wants to be a 7, you don't want to move to a 7, or you want to go up in models or go down in models and you can't agree, get in touch with me and we'll figure out a way to get you forward, and I'll teach you a process to, you know, try to work with each other, compromise, okay? Let me know, all right? But this is just a basic video. Now, take a look down here. I want you to look at these. Year 11, year 12, year 13, okay? So, basically, if you fill all of these out at the end, you'll have your complete game, okay? Or you'll have something close to it. So fill each one of these out. They are all connected to a final worksheet at the end. All right, and that'll be nice. And what we're going to do is we're going to fill out the projections, is what we'll end up doing. And then I may have you guys for extra credit going and filling out what actual was, and maybe we'll do a variance analysis just for fun, okay? So I can teach that to you guys. Maybe that would be an extra credit assignment for you. Pretty easy stuff. Okay, so fill these out, make sure they get in on time, you get your 20 points. It's pass or fail, there's no in between, they're either right or they're wrong. I'll be pretty liberal about them here in the practice rounds as we go through this round of practice, but we get into the final 10 towards the back side of the class, then I want to make sure that everything looks right and everything's done right. Okay? All right, so if there's any questions, let me know.